Alrighty folks, welcome back to another Warframe video. This is a quick highlight talking about NYX Prime. Super exciting stuff, right? And I've been doing a couple other videos back to back, just a few live recordings here, yeah? So let's check her out. I am super excited. Alrighty, so you go to your foundry, right? And once you've built your Warframe, right? They will be ready here. Super cool. And I actually just got done building some forma as well here at the foundry. So very awesome stuff. And what you do with your Warframe here, NYX Prime, right? She infiltrates minds of the enemies, right? And super cool. She has some really great mod polarities for, as it says, greater customization and whatnot. So cool stuff. And there we go. There we go. Now, built item added to your inventory. Very, very cool stuff. Now, speaking of inventory, make sure that you have a slot in your inventory, right? So, one of the best ways to do that, okay, is to trade or sell some items, okay, and buy them with platinum from the market. Okay, that's the best way. You can earn stuff in game for free and then sell it. Super cool stuff. So yeah, that is the best way. And buy some slots, Warframe slots, as well as weapon slots. Okay, now what do? Well, it's been added. She's been added to the inventory. How cool is that, right? And I'll grab that forma later. So what do you do? What do you do? This is super exciting, right? Go to go to equipment, go down to inventory, and then there you go. NYX Prime is here, worth 25,000 credits alone, but worth much more for platinum. So definitely, if you're ever interested, don't sell them. Trade your Warframes, especially if they're maxed up. Other Warframes, I think, are still worth some in terms of platinum. Some people are willing, but most of the time the prime items are the things that are wanted. Okay, so like for instance, I've been getting some prime parts and some other stuff, right, as you've probably noticed in the foundry. And so here we go. Enough of this blabbing. Now remember, buy extra slots, right? I had one bought before, and now I have one left. So I traded some items. I got some platinum. I got a good 75% off, drop with some of the dailies, right? That whenever you log in daily, you get some good percentages. So enough's enough. Now go to your arsenal. Okay. Now Necros was the one that welcomed her in to the team. Okay, very cool. Now, hold on. And a little leggy there. All good. So, good old Excalibur here was away on a mission, blah, blah, blah. I know, I'm making up a story. It's part of the lore, but that's part of the fun, right? And, of course, the wonderful Noggle buddy down here, right? Good old Lancer. Always looking, always having our back. So, yeah, here we go. Now, we have gotten NYX, right? She has been okay, doing awesome, super stealthy, and now it's time to awaken NYX Prime. NYX is fully upgraded and super incredible. So let's go ahead and get into it. NYX Prime is unranked. So good feeling. Beautiful, isn't she? Such a beautiful modeling. Awesome design. Very incredible. Beautifully realized. So excellent job, first of all, to DE and everyone who was involved, or the person. Usually they have a person dedicated to creation, but everybody who's involved with the whole process of creating the Warframes. Especially these prime, but each Warframe is beautiful, absolutely. But yeah, so she is a beautifully realized Warframe, And yeah, just awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, wow. And one thing I do enjoy about this particular, way to look at the Warframe is that you don't have all the other stuff in the way, like weapons and stances necessarily and things like that. So, yeah, awesome stuff. This is so, so exciting. I've been wanting to get NYX Prime for a very, very, very long time, and I have not been able to get the certain drops that I've wanted, as some of you have been with me privately on the side, running through drops, just chilling, hanging out with you. Super awesome times, and I thank you so much for all your work on those private get-togethers on the side, having awesome runs. And yeah, so it just wasn't happening. And so now, finally though, NYX Prime is awakened, and she is on the team, and she is ready to get to work. So, exciting, exciting times indeed. Now, you see here, and I wanted to show you, right, NYX, going to NYX Prime, right, a fully max ranked NYX unit before the Awakened Prime comes into play, right? And I am talking lore and going into lore and story here, alright? It's part of the fun, part of what I really enjoy about Warframe is the story, is the lore, beautiful, great, great job with this. Now, NYX Prime, you see the difference here on the bottom right. You see on the bottom right down here, okay? NYX compared to NYX Prime, alright? The shield, alright, 100, now 125 at a unranked, alright, NYX Prime. So, super cool stuff. Armor is at 15 normally, it's at 50. So, very awesome increase. Now, there are others, differences and other things and stuff like that are happening, right, with all that. But that's the basics, okay, for that sort of difference. Alrighty? So, awesome stuff. Now, she has inherited all of NYX's weapons. So, very, very beautiful. I am going to be doing some customizing on the appearance of Dread, right? And some other items. So, before, I was doing a complete stealth build, okay, for NYX. And that was awesome, absolutely. Now, should I go to default? Some people said yes, I should just default color for every single weapon, right? Some people though said that no, I shouldn't. I should go with a more of a primed styling for each weapon when NYX has the weapon, just out of the awesomeness of being a primed unit, right? A primed Warframe. And I thought, well, yeah, I agree with both sides actually. That is super amazing. And yes, you are correct. Now, the default colors being that they look incredible in their own right. These weapons, how they were originally realized from DE, yeah, and how the people that created them wanted them to look and their vision of them, but fully understanding that the people are going to want to customize on their own. So, yeah. Yep. Super cool stuff. Very, very awesome. Now, so some of you were wondering, am I going to upgrade? Am I going to do in terms of an upgrade? Am I going to style in terms of the look of the Warframe, right? Being the prime type colors. Well, probably. So, a couple of you were wondering, well, how do you do that, right? How do you get these golden colors? Well, you get as close as possible. And this fire palette here has a few interesting choices, right? As you could see, it's a close approximation, yeah? It's not perfect, and it's not a primed, perfection of the color, right? Not at all. not at all. But it is quite close. And no, some of you are going to whine and complain to me about them not being perfect and how it's not good looking in certain ways. Yeah, cool, but it is good looking, and it does look awesome. And you just do the best you can. The most important thing is just enjoy what you're doing. Just enjoy it, people, right? Just go with it. So, yep, cool stuff. Alright, there we go. Cool. Now, there are some better colors, but I'm just showing you what you can do, alright? So, yeah, good stuff for sure. Now, the accents, that is, yeah, it's up there in the front. Yeah. See, it's not quite as gold, right? It doesn't have that shine, that look to it. Yeah, true. But only prime weapons have that sort of look. Or special weapons, right? So, yep. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. And then you do the best you can with what you have. So, yep, awesomeness. Awesome stuff indeed. And there we go. There we go. That looks good. It looks beautiful. The style is well realized. Very, very beautiful. Good look. Especially on the dread bow, right? Love the dread. Beautiful weapon. I look forward to when they bring out like a prime version possibly or something. But still, even if in its own right, it's a beautifully realized weapon. And yeah, looks good. Looks very, very good. And awesome stats. I mean, look at that. Look at these stats on it. After I've, of course, put some mods in it and stuff. And I can, add some other things. But yeah, it's cool stuff. It is cool stuff for sure. So, now, attachments, right? Okay, the arrow is still dark. Okay, so, basically, go down here and do copy main colors. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Beautiful looking. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, cool stuff. So the same with the Furus, right? All right. So now let's go ahead and it's easy. Just copy the Warframe colors, and there you go. All right. And that is what I should have done. I was completely wrong. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about the old days. Before all these fancy smancy options were around. And that was my fault entirely. So, let's go ahead and go on back. Now, I do love the appearance. And Dread does look beautiful this way. But, people, come on now. Let's go ahead and just copy the Warframe colors. And there you go. Beautiful looking. Beautiful stuff. So yeah, looking very awesome. Attachment wise, let's copy and look at that. Look at that. Just beautifully realized. So awesome. Wow. Look at that. So cool. See how like up along the actual spinal area there. Beautiful stuff. Yeah. NYX is just an awesome Warframe, incredibly capable and powerful Warframe. Very, very awesome. That's one thing I love about her. Extremely effective at what she does. And yeah, does it quite well with somebody who knows how to handle her, right? Or knows how to use her abilities properly. Yeah, awesome stuff. And I'm far from the best, but I do what I can, right? It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun stuff. So, yep, there we go. Now, let's go to the appearance here, all right? And, I thought NYX was on the Bravo side. It might not be. Interesting. I think C was now. Yes, it was Necros, NYX, and then Excalibur or Hydroid, but all good. Let's just stick with C for now then. Cool. I'll switch it all up anyway later on. But yeah, beautifully realized. Beautiful stuff. And I love how the mods have been able to add these elements to her. So cool looking. So awesome, with incredible corrosive damage, heat damage, and really great slash capability, and not even fully upgraded yet. And these are the special types, okay? Special versions. Let me show you, and then we select them here. So basically, it says up here, right? These are a gift from the Lotus to commemorate the anniversary of the first Tenno waking from cryostasis. And I believe these were from the 3rd year. They just came out. I believe so. Some of the years just kind of merged together a bit. So definitely comment down below and type, and let me know whether that's correct or not, would you? So yeah, beautiful stuff here. Excellent stuff. Now, select a mode. I'm also going to go into Conclave, since NYX is the one who I like to run. The Warframe I do enjoy running. Now, awesome, and definitely super props to Stealthy NYX, right? Awesome job. Now, do I want to run her on Enclave or Conclave? Not necessarily right away, no. And I'm going to be working with her in the other parts of the game, right? Running through the rest of Mars and some other places, right? And so let's go ahead and on C. All right, that's what we're doing now. Just made that decision. Then let's go ahead and copy the Warframe colors. Beautiful looking. Look at that. So awesome. So awesome. Okay. Oh man, so cool. Look at the helmet and everything. It's just incredibly realized. Beautiful stuff. Now, okay, we've already done that, and I thought we already had appearance, and there we go. Yeah, good. So all these should be, yeah, on C. And I haven't done any running in the Conclave. I've only been live streaming, so you would have seen it. Alright? So yeah, cool. Very cool stuff. Now, appearance wise, let's go ahead and go to C, and let's copy the Warframe colors. Yes, beautiful looking. Beautiful stuff. Super cool. So much fun. So cool. Okay, there we go. Now, what do I want to do in regards to the shade, right? Do I want to keep shade the way it is? Appearance-wise, no. I do want to make it special, okay? Now, I am going to copy the Warframe colors, yeah? And I am going to go ahead. I've considered the different attachments. What am I going to do? Am I going to add a special attachment? Yes. I do enjoy the attachments, and I do still want the stealth, right, capabilities to be added. So I do like using shade to help augment that, and it doesn't really get in the way or anything, which is very good. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy main colors, and there you go. Beautiful looking, beautiful stuff. Okay. That is just how you do it, and easily get it transitioned over. So yeah, cool stuff. Now, some of the regalia, I've considered that, yes. Go ahead and put on some of the items, like the gate crash. That was a lot of fun. A year or two ago, I think, by now. So yeah, very cool times. So yeah, alrighty. Then there you go. Rock and roll, yeah. And upgrade, right? Now, we've already done that. We've just done auto update, right, for this particular. So let's just make sure, and we're just doing a quick auto update for right now. And in terms of sweeper being on, I've considered going ahead and taking off any of the weapons, right? I want a full stealth capable. Now, will it be stealth if you don't Add a weapon. Yes. Yes, it will still be stealthy. It will still work, okay? That is the good news, right? So I might go ahead and put on a burst laser. I might do that. So I might just do a configuration, and let's do an auto config with, and remember, C is for the customized part, and put ghost as first, being the cloaking comes first, right? And revenge, in terms of the sentinel attacking, will come last. Yeah, go ahead and make that come last. Do I want to upgrade Shade all the way? I've considered it, yes. But one thing I am considering is going ahead and getting some other special items that I believe are out there now, and going with those instead for the moment, at least. For the moment. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, so what else could we do? That's about it, really. Yeah, that's about it. Cool. Looks good. And if we do need a shoot, then fine. Absolutely. NYX can be extremely aggressive at times if needed. So yeah, good stuff. Look how just incredible NYX looks with the energy flow. Beautiful stuff. Alrighty, everybody. Awesome stuff. Awesome times. And yeah, just looking forward to getting her into the field. Considering putting the Kubro into play. Let's go ahead and get the chat quieted a bit. Alright. And what is the most quiet of the chats? There we go. And also so we don't see her being obscured too much. So look at the shadowing. Look at the beautiful detail and highlighting around the chest area. Beautiful look around the arms, the hip area where the holsters are, along the back there. It really shows up in the different lighting. Absolutely beautiful. And the helmet, though. I do need to move the swords a little bit, but yeah, look at the helmet. Absolutely awesome. So beautiful in the different lighting types. Alrighty, go to Arsenal. Let's go ahead and change some of the appearance, right? And the holster style. And then maybe I'll just move them out to the side a little. I do like them being back there. That is really cool looking. Hip holster. I do like the hip holster though too. That does look really cool on her. It does look good. Yep. With the guns being right there, that looks awesome. Very cool. We'll go with that then. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Very cool stuff. So yeah, there we go. Definitely don't want anything interfering with her helmet. Very beautiful. Man. Great job designing this. Great job. Look at the detail. Very awesome stuff. Even down to the details on the very bottom. I can't really zoom down there. I really wish I could like no clip and look around, and I can't, unfortunately. Not that I'm aware of. And I don't know of any way to work around that where you can. And I don't think, nah. But look at the detail that they add into this game. I mean, look at the detail in the gloves, right? The hand. And just all those little details. That's just so cool. Look at that beautiful detailing there. on like the pointer finger knuckle, right? Look at that. Isn't that just awesome? Up the arm there. Yeah. It's so cool. How the energy is coursing through. Isn't that just the coolest thing ever? Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And the different lighting. That's one of the things I wanted to show you, was the different lighting. That's the cool part about it as well. So yeah. And you get some really good looks here, especially at the helmet here. Look at that. Isn't that just so cool? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I know for all of you that really appreciate and want to really get a good look and dive in, this may not be the best, but it's the best I can do right now. And I want to share this with you since you can appreciate it and really enjoy it with me. And I am going more into it than I usually would, but this is very special for you as well, and I want to appreciate her and this awesome, beautifully realized and styled piece of art, really, because I believe games are a form of artwork. I mean, look at this. Somebody created her, right? Created this awesome moving sculpture, right? This moving piece of art. It's animated, right? What's the word I'm thinking? I can't think of it. I'm blanking out some. But this fully realized, alive being in this world, right? That she's encompassing. And yeah, just good stuff, everybody. Look at the detail. Look at the fine little details that you just don't always notice. So cool. Wow. Okay. Awesome stuff. What's next? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at equipment, arsenal, right? And let's look at her in terms of abilities. Now, it's pretty well the same thing, right? And enemies affected by NYX Prime's abilities may suddenly choose to lay down their arms. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that just the coolest thing? If you didn't know that, that's one of the passive abilities. So yeah, that's just so cool, so cool. Okay, oops, excuse me. Now, what else? Let's look at upgrades. All right. Well, some of you are wondering about appearance, right? Okay. All right. Understandable. Now, what do we want to do here? All right. Okay. Now, body selected. There are quite a bit. All right. There's the Athena skin, which looks very awesome, very beautiful. All right. Well done. Definitely want to support the creators on Steam. All right. Good stuff for sure. And then NYX Immortal skin, which is incredible, beautiful looking. All right. And then the Nemesis skin. So yeah, yep, you got it. All these standard sort of looks, but we're definitely sticking with the NYX Prime sort of look for this. And alrighty, now the animation. Alright, some of you enjoy the noble animation. I do too. It looks good overall, and plus it has slight movement, alright, and also it doesn't. The profile is not as big, right? The profile lessens itself, and that is excellent, especially during like a conclave sort of battles and stuff like that. And yeah, so cool. Let's go ahead and equip that. Plus, it's a Prime Warframe, right? I guess if you want to, well, not I guess, definitely if you want to get into the actual overall look, right, of things, then it's a Prime Warframe. I mean, it's the most incredible of the Warframe types, right, where she's awakened into the Prime or evolved into the Prime level. So yeah, super cool stuff. This is just awesome looking down here. So beautiful. Very cool. The realized part of that. Okay, so there you go. Now, what else? What else appearance-wise? Is that, of course, regalia, right? Should we? Should we put some things on her, attachment-wise, stuff like that? Do we really want to do that? Some of you said yes, some of you said no in the private chat. I do really love this phased. All right, the phased one is just beautiful. So I believe I'm going to go with that one. And yeah, it looks really, really excellent on her. Very simple, very awesome in terms of its flow and look. Plus, it just makes more sense in some ways. It's a phased item. It's unusual, very rare, you know, just like she is. So yeah, alrighty. Should we put some regalia on the chest area, right? It's to mark her greatness, right? Her level of awesomeness, right? Maybe. It's been a consideration. It doesn't necessarily block too much, if anything, in terms of the actual Warframe Prime, you know, aesthetic appeal, the look of it. So let's go ahead and set things up. Let's see how things look here. Okay, now shoulder plates, I believe, yes, we should go with those. They look good, and they look like they fit, right, for the Prime unit. It looks good for sure. Alrighty, now left leg at the bottom. Yeah, that does not look bad, I believe. Now, some people said you should keep her just how she is, and I agree with that to a certain extent. Absolutely, and you can see the differences here. But it doesn't necessarily distract, right? Not really, especially once you copy the main colors in. Yeah, and believe me, I'm extremely excited and wanting her to look incredible in her element, right? And look at that. It does add, and it does look beautiful and just absolutely incredible. Yeah, so definitely on board for that. So cool stuff, certainly. And there we go. Very cool. Yep, so I agree with a lot of you. It does look good. It does fit in. And yeah, cool stuff. Okay, now. Upgrades. Yeah. Well, attachments. Some of you were wondering about the actual regalia, right? Now the front and the backs. I have trouble saying that word. Sigil. Whatever. Now the back. I do want to add on one of the red veil, right? So we can continue growing with the red veil group. Now I know NYX isn't really associated with them very much, but I do want to max them out first because of the Necros unit that I use a lot. And the Necros part of the team, he or it is just incredible, right? So he is extremely capable and able on this team, and I want him to be able to have his full perks and fully capable part of Red Veil. So yeah, yep. And I might end up just trading for some of NYX's specials, right? Some of her extremely special items that you can get through the different groups, and I'll show you them in just a moment. Now let's go ahead and just hold on. The actual look of it, yeah, nah. Default. Let's go ahead and okay, cool. We'll just default to that color for now. It looks good. It fits in well. Very cool. Very, very cool. On the front, I did want to add something, and I do like the community of Tenno. It's fitting, it looks wonderful, and it fits in well. I do like the look of that. That does look good. So we're going to go with that, stick with the primary color, and like I mentioned, we do need to add some of the shoulder patches on and whatnot. So let's go up to the front. Alright. Oh, look at her. She looks absolutely beautiful in the navigation. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Now, let's go over here to the different syndicates, and let's look around. Now, Red Veil, like I said, I definitely want to max this out. Alright, it's going to take a while. Definitely. That's for sure. There's no doubt of that. And then I'll most likely begin with some other groups, focusing on NYX. Possibly. By then, I might go ahead and just trade for a lot of her stuff. But we'll see. Not sure yet. Okay. Cool stuff. Oh, and I was building that forma so that I could do some of this, but the focus is right now on NYX. So, what do we want to do? Well, we need to look at upgrades. And look how beautifully realized she looks here. Look at that. Maybe a little too cluttered. What do you say? If you think so, let me know. A little too cluttered? Oh, look at that. Beautiful looking. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to equipment, arsenal, right? Go to NYX Prime and then upgrade. Now, we're not going to have a lot of options right now, right? So we only have 6 capacity. Now, in terms of mods, alrighty, you're able to, I'm sorry, hold on. In terms of actions, right? What is going on with her? Well, you're going to have to add, right, Orkin reactor to her, okay? And you're going to have to possibly change up some of the polarization. The thing is, though, she already comes with quite a bit of polarization. Now, she has one dash here, and yes, I know they are named, like the Narman, right, is the dash. And they have the D, right, and that is the, let me show you here, that is the Zazaran, or Vazaran, right, and or Vazaran, whatever, it doesn't matter, but it has a dash, it has a V, it has a D, and then it has a V at the bottom, right? One of the Mandu, whatever, it has a V, so Mandurai, whatever. Alrighty, so what do you want to do first with NYX? Well, there's not much you really can do at the beginning. So what I'd recommend for you, and auto config A is auto, A for auto. So I just do an auto install just to see what happens. So a rifle amp gets added. Very, very awesome. It adds quite a bit, alright, to NYX, which is going to help a lot. Now, I don't want a rifle amp on her. What I do want to put on is an energy siphon, right? I do want to add that on. Now, why is that? Well, she's going to be a heavy user of energy, yeah? So, alrighty, now, in terms of the dash, what are we doing with this? What is the best option? Do you want to go by drain or by rank? I usually go by drain, right? It usually shows the upgraded ones first. Now, do I want a really incredible power range for NYX? Yes, I do. I do want an incredible stretch power range. Sprint speed, not so much yet. Maybe later. So let's go ahead and put stretch on. Alright, and stretch here, as you can see, has 9 upgraded. Okay, fully upgraded on stretch. And now it only takes 5 because it's in a special polarized spot. There we go. Super cool stuff. Now, what else do I want to do here? I now have 20 total capacity. I have 15 left. And as you see, the range is up to 145%. Very awesome stuff. Now, what else do I want to do? Well, I want to fill in the D. Alright, the D location. Okay. With what? Well, probably with vigor. Maybe one of the other items to help her, all right, with her overall powers. Yeah. And what will that be? Well, you see here, for instance, power duration and power range, right, with this particular one. What I'm looking for is range. So I'm going to go ahead and put in range, R-A-N-G. All right, and that'll only bring up this one. And that is a negative power range. It's made for power duration, right? Just like with Necros, as I showed on the other video the other day, right? You want a long duration because you want Necros' shadows to run around, right? That sort of thing. Well, you actually also want that with NYX. You want the duration to be good, but not at the expense of range necessarily. Now, eventually, yes, I might go ahead and go with pure duration. That way, well, the enemies stay confused and stay crazy right around her for quite a while, which could be extremely useful and beneficial. So, now, stretch, all right? Damage, 5% power range. Yeah. We already have stretch up here, so we can't do that. Now, do I want to unlock this other, all right? Fuse and Exilus, or an Exilus adapter, right? To add an Exilus mod slot to this Warframe. Yes, I am going to go ahead and do that because this is a prime Warframe. Did I do that with NYX before? Yes, I did. Because NYX was a primary go-to special unit. So, cool stuff, everybody. Now, let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Now, do we have anything? Yes, we do. Now, what do we want to add? What do we want to add? Do we want to keep NYX Prime as being more of a stealth type unit? I believe so, yes. Yes, for now we do. I believe that would be good. Do we want her to stay that way? Probably for a while. So, handspring would be useful. Enemy sense would be really, really awesome. Absolutely. That would be very, very cool. Warm coat, thief's wit, intruder, right? Heavy impact, no, because it's stealth. Now, let's go ahead and just add rush, right? Add 30% sprint speed. Okay, now that will drop her down to capacity of 4. Okay, now do we want that? Maybe not right now. So we might just want to add a standard rush onto her for now so that she only has 9 capacity instead of going down to 4. Now, do we want to just take her off completely and add other things? Well, yes, possibly. So let's go ahead and look at the V and the D here. Yes. Now, the D, as we were looking at before, we could add vigor, right? We could. Let's look at the V. And what do we want to do? Convert 40% of damage on health to energy? Yeah, I believe that would be extremely useful. Blind Rage, not so much, not really that important. Power Strength is important, but we're not going to be attacking a lot directly. We're going to be taking over, and basically, the Borg units are going to be running around doing stuff. So, okay, so intensity, power strength, very interesting. All right, so, okay, let's go ahead then. Let's go ahead and go with rage. All right, there we go. Now, of course, we put in a polarized slot, so it does break it down to 5 from what was it? It was a 9. So, cool. And there we go. There we go. Now, we have 10 capacity left, and we're looking for the D. Now, you're looking for the D unit, the D mods, right? And or the Vazaran or whatnot. So, Vigor would be cool. That would be extremely helpful, but we don't have room for that, right? Which is sad. We only have 10. So, what would we do? So, first of all, this is an auto slot. So let's go ahead and do an auto install, and let's see what it puts in now. Okay, cool. So with energy siphon being here, it put in redirection, vigor, steel fiber, and rage, and that used up all the capacity. So yeah, I think that's actually pretty excellent choices. Alright, it brings the shield capacity up, brings the armor level up. That's not so bad. Let's go ahead and take the armor off. Okay, and you know what? No, this is an auto install, so we'll keep it for now. Now, what are we looking for? You're looking for vigor and rage. So, vigor goes up here, and rage goes right here. No, I'm wrong, because what have I not added? I have not added the R yet. So energy siphon. You know what? To keep it simple, actions, auto install, rifle amp. I forgot about that. It already automatically does it. Alright, energy siphon, and then auto install. I'm wrong. Why is it doing that? Huh. Oh well. Never mind then. Let's do it manually. So where did that go? So yeah, energy siphon, right? So let's go back to the regular, and let's get rage down here. Awesomeness. Now, redirection. Do we really want that? Shield capacity. Alright, do we really want shield capacity? I mean, it would be extremely useful, right? Or do we just want power range, right? We have room for that. I believe we'll go ahead and go with power range. And now we have 4 capacity left. Okay. Now, what are we going to do with that? What is there to do here that we could use for capacity points on? So, we could do a diamond skin, right? Or we could do an antitoxin, fast deflection, which is very awesome. It makes the recharge of the shields better. Flame repellent, heavy impact, intensity, a damaged version of that. Provoked, right? So you have 10% damage during bleed out, more damage during bleed out when you're shooting and killing. Lightning resist would be interesting. Some redirection would be good in terms of having 40% shield capacity. Alright, reflex guard would be interesting and all. Steel fiber, streamline, 5% power efficiency. That could be very useful. Something to consider. So now let's go ahead and for now, what is there? And that is about it, correct? Yes. Okay then. So let's go ahead and then for right now, let's go ahead and look and see what fast reflection does. Now that'll bring it to a clean 0. Yes. Now, why would be some of the reasons for that? Well, shield recharge is important. It comes back very, very rapidly, and we don't have a lot of high shields. That's a big, big factor. But if we go to streamline, it would help with the power, and the efficiency of the power by 5% does help some, right? So 105%, and that would be extremely useful for right now. Now, should have I gone ahead and unlocked this at the top? Well, I mean, not necessarily, but it's good to have there when you're ready for it. And we're going to level her up quite quickly. So that is it for right now, everybody. I very much look forward to seeing you in the next episode. It has been super exciting and very fun to go over NYX Prime, talk about her, showcase her, and let you enjoy checking the awesomeness that she is. So, as always, everybody, appreciate your time hanging out, coming together, and if you haven't yet, join the community on Discord. Come together with us there. Awesome people, awesome times, and it just makes it better, right? On and off the screen. We help each other off the screen as well. So keep that in mind. If you're interested in a community that's built on really great values and just on the shoulders of awesome people, then you're more than welcome to stop on by. So, alright everybody, it's been fantastic hanging out. I really appreciate it. And, well, as always to you, stay awesome.